So when should you worry about your baby spitting up? When is a spit up not just a spit up? Or when is vomiting not just vomiting but something that is really worrisome? And that's what we are going to talk about on today's video. Hi, it's Dr. Bidi, pediatrician at Partners in Pediatrics and Family Health and CEO of Newborn Prep Academy, where we create content to help moms and dads with learn how to care for their newborns confidently. And that is a question I get all the time. Is the spitting up infant, the spitting up baby, and when should I worry? So first to mention is that babies do spit up fairly regularly, and so it's not abnormal for your baby to have a little bit of spit up after feeding. Oftentimes this is only going to happen a few times during the course of the day, but there are times when you should worry about that spit up and when you should seek additional help or just some consultation with your primary care physician, a pediatrician, a nurse practitioner, whoever is taking care of your newborn, just to make sure there isn't something more going on. And so the first will be if you have projectile vomiting. So this is where it's not just a effortless spit up right in front of your baby, but where the projectile vomiting or the vomit is just shooting out of your mouth across the room, literally just really forceful vomiting. That will be worrisome, especially if you have repeated episodes of projectile vomiting. This is something you should be seeking help for, to make sure there's not much else going on than just some discomfort. There are a number of things that can cause projectile vomiting. The more serious of those will be some sort of obstruction, such as pyloric stenosis, which is where the portion of the intestine right after food is leaving the stomach, the pyloric area is really tightened or stenosed, and so it's difficult for food to pass through into the rest of the small intestine right after leaving the stomach. And so with pyloric stenosis, because the food cannot come out easily out of the stomach, there is this forceful vomiting that occurs. And again, this is usually a persistent vomiting, so the multiple episodes that follow each other every time your baby eats. And so that will be one reason to seek additional help from your pediatrician. The other thing that could cause projectile vomiting will be some significant food allergy. And so if your baby is having some significant, say, milk protein allergy, for instance, or cow's milk protein allergy, or any protein allergy, that may also cause some projectile vomiting as well, and something that we should pay attention to. The other thing that can be worrisome and that should cause you to seek additional help if your baby is vomiting is when this is occurring also and they are not putting on weight. And this is why it is very important for you to make sure that you're attending all your visits that have been scheduled by your primary care provider, because at these visits we are weighing your baby to make sure they are putting on weight appropriately. And so if you have a baby who is not putting on weight and they are vomiting, that is one scenario where your pediatrician or provider, whoever is caring for your newborn, will make sure that they're following up closely to figure out what may be the cause. And again, you might have something that's just a food allergy issue. You might have reflux, which will cause significant reflux, which is impacting your baby getting enough calories for them to grow. And so again, that would be another reason to seek additional help. So we've covered having projectile vomiting, and especially repeated projectile vomiting. We've also covered your baby not putting on enough weight. One of the other reasons I will say to seek additional help if your baby is having a lot of spit up or vomiting is if they're extremely uncomfortable. And so if you have a baby who is crying every time they're vomiting or spitting up, if you have a baby who is arching their back whenever this is happening, just very uncomfortable, cannot settle down after eating, or you fed them and you're putting them down to lay down and they're really uncomfortable and crying and irritable, that would be another reason to seek additional help from your provider as well. All right, it's really important that you make sure that your baby gets very good checkup. Make sure that they are examined, make sure their weight is taken, and so your provider can help you troubleshoot what might be going on and help come up with a game plan or some sort of solution to address the issue. So those are 3 occasions where you'll want to make sure that you're seeking additional help when your baby is spitting up or vomiting. Now there are maybe additional bonus symptoms, if you will, that I will mention, which really should make you really concerned, and that will be if your baby has a fever. Of course, you want to make sure that you're seeking additional help. If they're vomiting up blood, you want to make sure that you're seeking additional help. And or if the vomit is maybe not bright red or jet black, which would be a cause of concern, because that may be happening also if they are spitting up blood that has been digested in the stomach acid. So there you have it. These are a couple of situations where spitting up is just not spitting up, but something that you should have looked at. Again, this is Dr. BD, pediatrician at Partners in Pediatrics and Family Health. If you're in the Washington County, Maryland area, would love to care for you and your newborn, just call the office at 301-791-7060. Wherever you're watching this, if it's a YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe so that you never, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video when one comes out. And share this with a friend who is pregnant, expecting a newborn, or who is caring for one right now. All right, till next time, bye now.